We want to cover the shutdown, the government shutdown, and I wanted to try to find some nuggets here to help people understand some of the basics, kind of the fundamentals here. We are in day 10 now of the shutdown, and there are no votes expected from the Senate now until next week, Tuesday. So this looks like where we're going to be sitting until at least next week, Tuesday. Just a couple of things to kind of ground us all in what exactly is happening. The agencies that are affected: Homeland Security, Treasury, Agriculture, Interior, HUD, Justice, Commerce, Transportation, and State. And you may be hearing things like, are people going to get back pay? Are they not? And we're hearing some different things. So I wanted to try to parse that out a little bit. Each of those agencies needs to determine which of their employees are essential and non-essential. And the non-essential employees are furloughed. The essential employees are required to work through the shutdown, but they don't get paid until the government funding is restored. We are seeing this with the air traffic controllers, right? You might be wondering, well, air traffic control, isn't that essential? Yes, but they're not getting paid, which is why some of them have been calling in, which is why it's layering on top of an already sensitive situation with low staffing numbers the way it is with air traffic control. Essential workers are also like military personnel on active duty, law enforcement officers, other public safety officers. So those are essential employees who continue working, but they don't get paid until the back end. And then you have the non-essential employees who are furloughed. There are approximately 380,000 federal employees who have been placed on this unpaid furlough through the shutdown. So they are not receiving any pay either. Okay, so we have these two groups. And again, nobody receives a paycheck. It's just whether you're showing up or you're not showing up. So back pay. We've heard, you may have heard President Trump a couple of days ago say, I heard the comment as well, where reporters asked him, would federal employees be receiving back pay for this? And he kind of indicated, and I'm paraphrasing here, but it was, well, we'll see, kind of making it sound like it depends. And so that has definitely been in the headlines. But something to know, so under federal law, the federal employees who are essential, the ones working without pay, working right now, are guaranteed the pay that they have earned when the government reopens. The non-essential furloughed employees, so these are, again, non-essential to national parks, Environmental Protection Agency, they'll return typically to their job once the government shutdown ends, but after it was 2018, 2019, Congress passed something called the Government Employee Fair Treatment Act of 2019, and that was to ensure that all federal employees receive back pay for the shutdown period once the government opens. The only people that wouldn't be subject to that would be the contractors, right? Federal contractors, and there's tens of thousands of them. But so those are the two categories, and so when you're hearing things like, are they going to get back pay or not, or just so you know the law, that doesn't guarantee anything, I guess, moving forward, but just so you kind of understand the tent poles of what we're talking about here. So I can go into a little bit more later, but I think that's probably enough for now, just to kind of absorb some of that and understand some of that context.